All India Radio presents Morning News. Good morning. I am Naresh Margo. The headlines. Prime Minister Narendra Modi to address Vigilance Awareness Week program of Central Vigilance Commission in New Delhi this morning. Cabinet approves mechanism for ethanol procurement by public sector oil marketing companies under ethanol blended petrol program. DRDO successfully conducts maiden flight test of Phase 2 ballistic missile defense interceptor. ED summons Jharkhand Chief Minister Hemant Soren to appear before its Ranchi office today. Voting begins for bypolls to 7 assembly constituencies spread over 6 states. US Federal Reserve hikes interest rates by another 75 basis points. And in cricket, India beat Bangladesh by 5 runs in T20 World Cup at Adelaide Oval. Prime Minister Narendra Modi will address a program marking Vigilance Awareness Week of Central Vigilance Commission CVC today at 11 a.m. in New Delhi. On the occasion, Mr. Modi will launch the new Complaint Management System portal of the CVC. He will also release a series of pictorial booklets on ethics and good practices, compilation of best practices on preventive vigilance, and special issue Vijay Vani on public procurement. The Prime Minister will also award prizes to 5 students who wrote the best essays during a nationwide essay competition. CVC observes Vigilance Awareness Week every year to bring together all stakeholders in spreading the message of integrity in all spheres of life. This year, it is being observed from 31st October to 6th November with the theme Corruption-Free India for a Developed Nation. Prime Minister Narendra Modi inaugurated over 3,000 newly constructed flats for the economically weaker sections at Kalkaji in Delhi yesterday. He handed over the keys of the flats to the eligible beneficiaries at a ceremony in Vigyan Bhavan. Speaking on the occasion, the Prime Minister said that it is a historic day as several citizens staying in slum clusters in Delhi will now have their own houses.
गरीब परिवारों को पक्का घर देने का जो अभियान शुरू हुआ है वो यहाँ के हजारों गरीब परिवारों के सपने को पूरा करेगा। यहाँ सैकड़ों लाभार्थियों को उनके घर की चाबी मिली है और मुझे जिन 4-5 परिवारों से मिलने का मौका मिला, मैं देख रहा था उनके चेहरे पर जो खुशी, जो संतोष और वो कुछ न कुछ भाव अपने व्यक्त करते थे। अकेले कालकाजी एक्सटेंशन के फर्स्ट फेज में ही 3,000 से ज्यादा घर बनकर तैयार कर लिए गए और बहुत ही जल्द यहाँ रह रहे दूसरे परिवारों को भी गृह प्रवेश का मौका मिलेगा।
Rehabilitation of 376 slum clusters is being undertaken by the Delhi Development Authority to provide a better and healthy living environment to residents. Mr. Modi said the Government of India, with an investment of 50,000 crore rupees, is widening the roads to provide relief to Delhiites from traffic congestion. He also spoke about the rapid expansion of the metro network in the national capital.
आज दिल्ली एनसीआर में मेट्रो का विस्तार बढ़कर करीब 400 किलोमीटर तक हो चुका है। बीते 8 वर्षों में यहाँ 135 नए मेट्रो स्टेशन बनाए गए। मेट्रो की सुविधा का विस्तार होने से हर रोज उनके पैसे भी बच रहे हैं और समय की भी बचत हो रही है। दिल्ली को ट्रैफिक कंजेशन से राहत दिलाने के लिए भारत सरकार द्वारा 50,000 करोड़ रुपए के निवेश से सड़कों को चौड़ा किया जा रहा है।
The Cabinet Committee on Economic Affairs CCEA yesterday approved mechanism for ethanol procurement by public sector oil marketing companies under the ethanol blended petrol program. It approved higher ethanol price derived from different sugarcane based raw materials under the program for the forthcoming sugar season. Briefing the media in New Delhi yesterday, Union Minister for Petroleum and Natural Gas Hardeep Singh Puri informed that the government has advanced the target for 20% ethanol blending in petrol by 5 years to 2025. The target was previously to be met by 2030. He said the target of 10% ethanol blending has already been achieved in May this year.
10% ब्लेंडिंग का टारगेट हमने मई में मीट कर लिया एंड 40,000 करोड़ की इससे फॉरेन एक्सचेंज की सेविंग हो सकती है, क्वाइट अपार्ट फ्रॉम द बेनिफिट टू आवर फार्मर्स. प्राइस ऑफ एथेनॉल फ्रॉम सी हेवी मोलासेस विल बी इंक्रीज फ्रॉम 46 rupees 66 paise per liter to 49.41 paise per liter. The price of ethanol from B heavy molasses will go up from 59.08 paise per liter to 60.73 paise per liter.
President Draupadi Murmu will visit the historic Kohima World War II cemetery and Kigwema village today. The president arrived in Nagaland's capital Kohima on a 2-day visit to the state yesterday. More from our correspondent.
President Draupadi Murmu will visit the historic Kohima World War II cemetery at 9:30 this morning and pay homage to the brave soldiers who made the supreme sacrifice while defending the nation. She will thereafter proceed to Kigwema village, one of the oldest villages of the Angami tribe, and hold interaction with the village council members and the self-help groups. Meanwhile, last evening, President Murmu witnessed a series of scintillating performances by artists showcasing the cultural diversity of Nagaland at a state banquet hall organized by the Nagaland government. The president will leave for Mizoram this afternoon to attend the 17th convocation of the Mizoram University at Aizawl and inaugurate various education-related projects in the state. For AIR News, Asunyo from Kohima.
Defense Research and Development Organization DRDO has conducted a successful maiden flight test of Phase 2 Ballistic Missile Defense BMD Interceptor AD-1 missile from APJ Abdul Kalam Island off the coast of Odisha. The flight test was carried out with participation of all BMD weapon system elements located at different geographical locations. Defense Minister Rajnath Singh congratulated DRDO and other teams associated with the successful flight trial of AD-1. He termed it as a unique type of interceptor with advanced technologies available with very few nations in the world. He exuded confidence that it will further strengthen the country's BMD capability to the next level. This is All India Radio giving you the news. For quick news updates round the clock, follow us on our Twitter handle at AIR News Alert. The Enforcement Directorate has summoned Chief Minister of Jharkhand Hemant Soren for questioning in connection with an illegal mining case. According to sources, the agency has asked the Chief Minister to appear before its Ranchi-based office this morning. Polling has begun for the by-election to 7 assembly constituencies spread over 6 states. The polling, which started at 7 this morning, will end at 6 in the evening. The constituencies are Andheri East in Maharashtra, Mokama and Gopalganj in Bihar, Adampur in Haryana, Munugode in Telangana, Gola Gokarnanath in Uttar Pradesh and Dhamnagar in Odisha. The counting will be held on Sunday. In Himachal Pradesh, 5,093 people of special category cast their votes through postal ballot for state assembly elections. Chief Electoral Officer CEO Manish Garg said total 43,143 forms have been received completely in all respects, including special category of 4,330 ballots of 80 plus and 763 forms of Divyangjan across the state. The Election Commission will announce the schedule for the Gujarat Assembly elections today. The model code of conduct will come into effect in the state after the official notification for the election is published. The term of the 182-member Gujarat Legislative Assembly will end on the 18th of February next year. The Ministry of Coal will launch the 6th tranche of auction of coal mines for sale of coal today. Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman will be the chief guest and she will launch the next tranche of auctions. Coal Minister Prahlad Joshi and Minister of State for Coal Rao Saheb Patil Danve will be the guests of honor for the event. The commencement of sale of tender document will start today. Details of the mines, auction terms and timelines can be accessed on the MSTC auction platform. The auction shall be held online through a transparent two-stage process on the basis of percentage revenue share. The coastal districts of Tamil Nadu have been experiencing widespread rains for the past few days. More than 8 districts in the northern and southern parts of the state have been witnessing moderate to heavy rainfall. According to the Regional Met Department, rains are bound to continue till the 6th of this month. The rain-bound districts have announced a holiday for educational institutions as a preventive measure. Due to the continuous downpour, normal life has been disrupted in and around Chennai. A report.
The state government has asked the district administrations to coordinate with the Met Department, disaster management bodies, health and electricity department to prevent damages. A state control center has been set up at Chennai to monitor the water levels and also to receive complaints from the public regarding water stagnation or any other emergencies. The director of disaster management, S.A. Raman, in an exclusive interview to AIR, said that the government, in coordination with IIT Madras, has been taking preventive steps while gauging the situation.
We have been alerting the public through various social media and other news agencies. We have socialized app like TN Smart that is being used by the public, and through that app we can know that how much rainfall has occurred in a particular place. Chennai, during the last 2 days we received more amount of rainfall, but whereas government of Tamil Nadu has implemented the new stormwater drain project through which more amount of rainwater that is not stagnating in any places nowadays.
Joy, AIR News, Chennai.
U.S. Federal Reserve has hiked the interest rates by another 75 basis points to a range of 3.75% to 4%. The reason for the Fed's hawkish monetary stance this year is inflation. Addressing a news conference last night, Fed Chairman Jerome Powell warned that taming severe inflation will likely require even higher interest rates. Fed officials expect the problem to linger into next year. That leaves open the possibility of rate hikes in the future also. The rate, which was near zero in March, has jumped 3.75 percentage points in the last 8 months. In the T20 World Cup cricket, India are inching towards a semi-final berth. The men in blue defeated Bangladesh by 5 runs in a group match at the Adelaide Oval yesterday. After being asked to bat first, India scored 184 for the loss of 6 wickets, riding on Virat Kohli's unbeaten 64 of 44 deliveries. Chasing 151 in 16 overs after a brief spell of rain, Bangladesh managed to score 145 for the loss of 6 wickets. With this victory, India have claimed the top position in the Group 2 standings. Today, Pakistan will take on South Africa at the Sydney Cricket Ground. The match will start at 1:30 p.m. Indian Standard Time. Indian boxers Mohammad Husamuddin and Lakshya Chahar advanced to the quarterfinals of the Asian Boxing Championship in Amman, Jordan yesterday. 2022 CWG bronze medalist Husamuddin defeated Kyrgyzstan's Sitbek Ulu 3-2 in the 57 kg pre-quarterfinals. He will now face Pakistan's Ilyas Hussain in the quarterfinal. Lakshya Chahar blanked Shahboz Nigmat of Tajikistan 5-0 in the 80 kg pre-quarterfinal bout to progress to the last 8. Other Indian boxers, Savita in 50 kg and Kapil in 86 kg, will be in action today in the round of 16. And now for an overview of today's newspapers, it's over to Subhadra Ramachandran.
Thank you, Naresh. A picture on the front page of Hindustan Times shows PM Modi handing over keys to Bhumihin residents under the headline, Modi inaugurates 3,000 flats for slum dwellers in the capital. Delhi AQI very poor, work from home, cut travel, residents toll, reads the headline in the Tribune. Pilot flies at Gehlot after Modi praise, Joel's Congress out of inertia. Sachin seeks CLP meet to pick new CM, says the Pioneer. The Times of India carries a picture of Virat Kohli on its front page under the headline, Kohli soars as India on cusp of semis. Rookie Arshdeep stars in India's exciting win over Bangladesh, writes the Statesman. A headline in the Indian Express says, money laundering probe, ED summons Hemant Soren today, he says not afraid. And finally, 71 years after becoming independent, India's first voter, 106-year-old Shyam Saran Negi exercises franchise through postal ballot in the assembly election in Himachal Pradesh, reports the Hindustan Times.
And now before we end the bulletin, the headlines once again. Prime Minister Narendra Modi to address Vigilance Awareness Week program of Central Vigilance Commission in New Delhi this morning. Cabinet approves mechanism for ethanol procurement by public sector oil marketing companies under ethanol blended petrol program. DRDO successfully conducts maiden flight test of Phase 2 ballistic missile defense interceptor. ED summons Jharkhand Chief Minister Hemant Soren to appear before its Ranchi office today. Voting begins for by-polls to 7 assembly constituencies spread over 6 states. U.S. Federal Reserve hikes interest rates by another 75 basis points. And in cricket, India beat Bangladesh by 5 runs in T20 World Cup at the Adelaide Oval. For details of these stories and more, log on to our website newsonair.com. And with that, we end the morning news. Have a nice day.